Good Wednesday evening. It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show midweek. And I went to a antique mall yesterday. And I'm going to go to another one tomorrow. And then I'll bring all that to the table this coming weekend. It was a good time yesterday. I picked up a couple things and I got something in the mail. So I don't want to tease you too much, but I'm going to bring those to the table. On Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm going to go out and look for some more stuff. So let's get right into it. What are my top 10 Beatle albums? Well, coming in at number 10 is Hey Jude, or some people just call it the Beatles again. That's what it says on here. But I think they had to do one more record. And so this one here they put together, and it was kind of like almost like a best of. Had Hey Jude, Revelation. Where you might be heading there. Revolution. Paperback Writer, I Should Have Known Better, Lady Madonna, Can't Buy Me Love, Don't Let Me Down, Ballad of John and Yoko, Rain, Old Brown Shoe. Yeah, I love this album. It's a great album. I remember this one as a kid. This is one of the first records that I remember listening to the Beatles. One of the first ones. Not the very first, though. The very first would have been my brother. And I shared a room with him when I was a kid, and he had Sgt. Pepper. That was the very first album I ever heard all the way through. He had the Doors, he had CCR. You know, it was the 60s, man. You know, coming in at number 9. I know you're all waiting for number 9. This one here I bought when I was a kid. This is one of the first albums I ever bought in my own money, paperback route probably, or it could have been the restaurant. But yeah, Let It Be, the Beatles. Let It Be, coming in at number 9, the Phil Spector sound. I like to find Let It Be Naked. That one there is worth some big bucks. That's when McCartney had it all stripped down. And but this is coming in at number 9. Great album. Two of Us, My Me Mine, Maggie May. You know all the songs. Yeah, Let It Be, of course. Across the Universe, coming in at number 9. The Rooftop Concert. It's all been publicized lately in the last year or so. Coming in number 8. Another album that I had when I was a kid. Of course, all these records I had when I was a kid. Band on the Run. Band on the Run. I'm including this one in my top 10 because this one here is just about a perfect album. There's a couple clinkers in here, but almost a perfect album. Band on the Run, Jet, all the great songs that are on here. Bluebird, Band on the Run with all the cast of characters here. Denny Lane down here, the late great Denny Lane. He back James Colburn up there. Yep. Coming in number 8. Band on the Road. What's number 7? I'm going to show you here in just a second. Okay, seconds up. Okay. Rubber Soul, yes. This is pretty much where I start with the Beatles. I don't really listen to the Mop Tops. Matter of fact, I don't own any of the records. I don't own anything before Rubber Soul. So I probably should get Help. I probably should get that. If I see Help, I probably would get that one. But I really don't want to go back any further than that. But anywho, Rubber Soul. Coming in at number, what did I say it was? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yes, 7. Number 7. See, you lose count. I don't know why you lose count. Coming in at number, this got to be 6, right? Coming in at number 6. This is a heavyweight. This is still sealed. I never opened it. I've heard this album so many times. My mom gave me money one time to learn how to play the guitar. I don't know if anybody knows that out there. Didn't last long. Didn't have the patience for it, I suppose. But I remember the song. Which one was it? It's one of these songs. Obladi Oblada. One of those songs that the guy tried to teach me how to play on the guitar. I should have been more receptive to him. I probably could have learned. Because my wife says, you love music so much. Why don't you play an instrument? But yeah, the White Album, Of course, it's the White Album. I like to have a top loader, a UK one with the number down here, serial number. That would be really cool. But for now, I have this, and it's still sealed, and I'm going to keep it sealed. Because if I want to listen to it, I have it on CD. I can just throw it in there and listen to it all the way through. But, plus I could stream it off my phone if I wanted to. But I've heard the album so many times. Coming in number 6. The White Album. Coming in number 5. Now this is another album that I've had. It was under the Christmas tree when I was a kid. Along with the Concert for Bangladesh. Which is another great album with Leon Russell and Bob Dylan and all them cast of characters. They're all friends of George's. That's George Harrison. The late George. All Things Must Pass, of course. 3-album set. I remember listening to the 3rd album when I was like 14 or something. That probably screwed me up for life. That album there is just it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, what do we got left? We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4. We got 4 left. Can they get any better than what I've already shown? Well, they have to, because this number 4 is going to be Walking Down Abbey Road. Perfect album all the way through. You know it. You love it. It's Abbey Road, and it's number 4. And you know the backstory on that. 28 If, and all the story about Paul McCartney dying. He's got the suit on, bare feet. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here, and you can see the sewer cover here on the street. And this album here is worth a little bit of money, but I found it at Mr. K's up in Asheville for $5, and I'm not real sure why. It's really good shape. I've cleaned it like 4 times. Someone put a peace symbol in the middle there. But, yeah, I was glad to get it. And that's my playing copy for now. And I'm sticking to it. Coming in at number 3. What could be number 3? There's only 3 left. And I'm not showing any of the early stuff. So we're getting down to it. I don't have any more solo stuff to show you. Coming in number 3, it's got to be Sgt. Pepper. The old Pepper. Yes, Sgt. Pepper. Another perfect album all the way through. And you can think, what could be better than Sgt. Pepper? Well, there's 2 more. Sgt. Pepper. Love the album. Everybody out there knows it. If you don't know it, you need to go ahead and give it a listen. Somehow, you need to give it a listen. If you got to listen to it off your friend's phone, you need to listen to it. Coming in at number 3. Sgt. Pepper, with all the people in here. Frank Zappa did an album where he had all his characters and stuff in here. They were all different. He opened it up and everything. And you got the cutouts in here and everything. Coming in at number 3. It's an interesting look at all these people that are in here. You young people aren't going to recognize anybody probably. Maybe Marilyn Monroe. Coming in at number 2. 2 for you. Number 2. The Magical Mystery Tour. And I love this album. This is like this and the next one I'm going to show, or the one I just showed. These top 3 could be any order, any time of the day, whatever mood I'm in, like that. Magical Mystery Tour, Fool on the Hill, Flying, Blue Jay Way, Your Mother Should Know, I Am the Walrus. Just incredible. Incredible. Just incredible. I'd love to get the small one. There's a small one you can get, the UK one. Because in the UK, if you listen to Mazzy, he'll tell you, they didn't have this big album in the UK. This was a US release. In the UK, it was just like a small EP. And then they threw in some extra songs. And they made a movie about this and everything. Coming in at number 1. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Well, it's Revolver. And it's my favorite Beatles album. It's when they got more psychedelic and just a great Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, Yellow Submarine, She Said, here, there, everywhere. Revolver. There's my top 10. What do you think? Make your comments down below. I love to hear comments. I'm getting back on the road tomorrow. I'm going to go out and find some stuff. I did find one thing. I'm going to tease you with one album that I found. This came in the mail, though. Now, I don't always buy in the mail, but when I do buy in the mail, this was $8. And it was, that was including the shipping and everything. It was like a $3 record with a $5 shipping or something. It was crazy. That's why I look every day on eBay. I put my list in there, what I want, and Discogs. And if I see something that comes up, I act on it. You know, if it's less than $10, $12, I just buy it. Because stuff like this, you know, somebody will pick it up. If buy it now, boom, you know, I'm on it. This is a great album. I used to have this album. I think I've had this album a couple times. The last one I had, I sold because the cover was kind of jacked up, so I put it in the store. It sold within a couple days. Still's Young Band, Long May You Run. This is a Japanese press. It is minty mint, as somebody would say. Minty mint. Look at that. Gloss. Woo, it'll blind you. Minty mint. That's a little teaser. This is what I picked up this week. It came in the mail today, actually. It was just in a folder. I had a little bit of schmutz on there. Cover it. I threw it in there. There was no cardboard or nothing. Luckily, it made it as good as it did. I think it came all the way from Cali. That's all I got. Midweek, you know. We're going to go to 1979 on Sunday. That series is really catching on. I'm getting over 300 views. 500 views, 1,000 views. No, not really. I got about 150, maybe 200. If you're watching my show, sub me up. It doesn't cost you nothing. Hit the bell. That way you'll know the next time the North Carolina Vinyl Picker is on. And you can watch my show. You'll be driving down the road or you're at your grandma's house and they'll say, boom. They'll say, oh, the picker's on. I got to watch it, Grandma. Hold up. I got to watch. It's only on for like 12 minutes. And I'll be right back with you. Yeah, could happen like that. Could. So stay tuned for this weekend because I got to go back out on the road. I'm going to take a flip video for you. All kinds of stuff. I got about 75% of the people that watch my videos, they don't sub me up. It don't cost nothing. It's free. It's free. Talk to you soon. Support them troops if you can. It's getting rough out there. We'll talk to you soon. North Carolina Vinyl Picker, and I'm out of here. I'm out.